Here's my 1988 Dodge Raider with the Mitsubishi 2.6 liter 4-cylinder. I'm going to go over the various upgrades I've done to the interior, exterior, and under the engine bay. And I'd recommend these mods or similar ones to any Dodge Raider Gen 1 Mitsubishi Montero, Gen 1 Mitsubishi Pajero, as well as the Mitsubishi Shogun over in the UK. For your mirrors, on the outside, these are the JDM style tow mirrors that you can find on eBay, both in black and kind of an imitation chrome. Quite an upgrade over the stock mirrors, which I found easily got moved around to the wind. Here's the JDM style, or really everywhere outside of the US style, front marker and turn signals. There's one there. There's one there. You can find these on eBay. Hella 500 LED version driving lights, LED headlights, specifically Holley Retrobright 7-inch headlights. So they imitate exactly the old school seal beam halogen H4s and drop right into place. I've replaced the OEM Mitsubishi auto locking hubs with Aisin manual locking hubs. It's a bit hard to see from this angle without the wheel off, but this Raider has brake rotors, brake calipers, brake pads, and brake hoses from a Gen 2 Mitsubishi Montero and equivalent Gen 2 Pajero, whatever. And I purchased an Auto Custom Carpets vinyl floor kit. In the process of putting in this flooring, before I did it, I used a sound deadening material similar to Dynamat. It's called Kilmat, available on Amazon. And I put it throughout the floor as well as on the insides of the doors, the quarter panels, even going all the way into the back. The original analog inclinometer there in the center of the gauge pods presumably was not working, so the previous owner replaced it with this digital combination meter, which includes an altimeter, inclinometer, compass, and some other features, but probably the most useful that I use is the digital speedometer built into it, and it's quite accurate. The audio system in this truck has been upgraded to use a Continental VDO radio, which has aux, Bluetooth, and USB. Installed speakers to the front dash on each side, as well as the speakers behind the seats, one on that side. One on that side I use some nothing fancy kicker speakers, but overall the sound is excellent. Inside and under the dash, I have one and actually two electronic 2-terminal flashers, one for the hazard and one for the blinkers, and this is what allows me to run LED turn signal lamps on the outside, as well as the stop and reverse lights. All the dash lights have been replaced with LED equivalent bulbs, and the dome light has also been replaced with an LED equivalent. Under the hood, we have a few modifications to improve the drivability and reliability. The Weber 3236, a top hat kit from eBay, and then used a Spectre cold air intake tube from the auto parts store, or a Spectre canister air filter, and then a pipe to connect to the OEM air cleaner connection here on the fender. So we got cold air going to a performance carburetor. The OEM battery hold down was missing, and those are almost impossible to find even in junkyards, so I just used a billet aluminum style, available from Amazon for the standard battery size that these trucks takes. I decided to find a suitable modern replacement for the Mitsubishi alternator, and luckily this modern, brand new Denso. Works perfectly. It's actually for an early 2000s Hyundai, but with slight modification, it works perfectly in this truck. It delivers plenty of juice to the electrical system without worrying about a voltage regulator failing or some other stupid issue like you'd have with any of the reman units available at major auto parts stores. In order for the LED headlights to work properly, I use a Polarity reversing harness for the headlights, since these trucks from the factory had a switched positive ground. I mounted up the relays for that, as well as the relays for the driving lights here up on this factory bracket by the battery hold down, and then I just took a piece of sheet metal, cut it, and screwed it into the existing battery heat shield in order to shield these from the exhaust. So you can hear how it runs with these upgrades. I'm going to go ahead and start the truck up.